Hey everyone, Adrienne here, Indiana Backyard Gardener, and I just wanted to come to you guys with this week's list. So, I have been doing these weekly planting lists, planting schedule, seed lists, if you will. So this is week 4, I believe, and it's for the week of April the 8th. I am in zone 6A. Okay, so this list is for, zones roughly between like 5 and 7. If your frost date, your last frost date falls somewhere between the end of April and the middle of May, then you can probably use this list. Okay, so this is April 8th, the week of April 8th, and I'm going to let you guys know. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, then I would go back and watch maybe the first one, because I'm going to explain to you why I am talking about a single layer of protection. This is direct seeding these seeds, okay? This is not starting indoors or growing indoors, or that's perfectly fine, but this list is for this time for direct sowing outside under a single layer of protection, and that's the most important part. You need to have a single layer, at least a single layer of protection, because temperatures will dip low in the evening, and the main thing is to get your soil temperature up to a certain temperature. So let me start the list, okay? So this is the list. You can plant these things out in your garden this week, starting this week, under a single layer of protection. You can do artichoke, celery, cilantro, cucumber, orech, sage, both winter and summer squash, and thyme. Okay, those things you can plant out now under a single layer of protection. Okay, you can check my last video for things that I have mentioned, and you can probably still plant those things this week. But now you can take some things, take some protection off of some things, or plant some things out without protection. Okay, so last week I gave you guys a list of things that you can plant out. Well, this week you can take the protection off of some of those things, or if you haven't planted them yet, you can do that this week without protection. Does that make sense? All right, so here are some things you can plant out direct sown in your garden right now without a layer of protection. You can plant out beets, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, chives, Swiss chard, dill, endive, horseradish. You can plant out potatoes, radish, rutabaga, sorrel, and turnip. Okay, all of those things can go outside now. And I know it might still be kind of cold outside, but these are cool weather crops and they can withstand cool weather. Okay, so they will get established, you know what I mean? Not a problem, okay? So that's your list for as far as vegetables and herbs is concerned. Now, if you want to do some flowers and you are somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks before your last frost date, then here's a list for you. You can do bee balm, bells of Ireland, black-eyed Susan, bluebells, and there's something I wanted to say about bluebells. Bluebells are somewhat medicinal, and Native Americans used to use bluebells, but that's a later video. Calendula, cleome, echinacea, blue grama grass, lily blackberry, love in a mist, milkweed, phlox, Shasta daisy, verbascum, verbena, and wheat. Okay? So that's if you are 2 to 4 weeks before your last frost. Okay? Now, if you're at the 1 to 2 week mark. Then you can do African daisy, alyssum, ammi, bachelor button, carnations, and I didn't know carnations were perennial. I just realized that today. Chinese lantern, chocolate flower, coreopsis, flax, forget-me-not, ice plant, linaria, painted daisy, and salpiglossis. I hope I said that right. Anyway, yeah. So that's your list for this week. And I hope you guys are getting some things done. I hope you're planning on getting some things planted. And until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.